It's me. What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing tonight? It's Wednesday. We're live. Yes, it's still hump day, but I don't call it that. So it's Wednesday. We've got some cool channels and some of my friends on tonight. We were already backstage. We kind of just forgot to go live for a little bit, chit-chatting. So we're going to pick that up. We're going to hang out. I've got some of these little Mega Gross minis that I did, and I'm going to give some away to the channel members and for the video today, just for fun. Tonight, that'll be fun. And I'm glad everybody could join us tonight. What's up, Nat and Jen and Mystery Box King, Adam. I see Terry in there, but he's backstage too. Deanna, Nat, Christopher, Amy, Christina, Thomas, of course, Ryan, Sean, everybody. So I did list in the description of the video today who was going to be here. So it shouldn't be any surprise to some of you guys. Make sure to smash the like button. I'm going to introduce everybody, and then we're just going to, talk and do whatever comes. I'll give you a warning fair for the people who complained, just a few. But I do have a bottle of tequila. I do intend on taking shots. Somebody in the live may or may not take their shirt off, and other people may be drinking alcoholic beverages. So if any of that bothers you tonight, guys, I'm super sorry. Come back in a couple weeks when Carrie and I are live, and it'll be good, wholesome family time minus the alcohol and maybe a cuss word here and there. So just wanted to let you know that off the bat. I got something amazing planned for next week. It's going to be killer. We'll talk about that towards the end of the evening. But for now, I got this. I'm swinging the bottle around. It's going to get bad. I've already taken a few shots. I already got one loaded up. So we're going to get everybody in here. Nobody in no particular order. The first person we have is a legend. His beard does beat my beard, but I did trim it. But, guys, it is Big Easy.
Okay.
What's up? What's up? You like my disclaimer?
Yes. You have warned everyone. I'm trying to keep the beard in the frame, but it's difficult. It's difficult. I think I have to trim it off, but every time I try to do that, the scissors break.
Oh, Mr. Crispers, you want the link to the live? You're more than welcome, dude.
What's going on, everybody in the chat? How are you?
Oh, all right. So, second, he doesn't have a beard. And as we found out, when he doesn't think anybody's paying attention, he loves to play with his lightsaber. Let's go ahead and introduce Terry, who is Headless Ned Stark. What's up, brother?
What are you talking about, this lightsaber? What lightsaber are we talking about?
We can leave that to the chat's imagination, can't we?
Your imagination's chat. No, I was so I have a lot of my new setup going on back here, and I have my Cal Kestis lightsaber. So it's large, and I was playing with it, and we'll see if we can get it turned on. There you go. I had a blue one there, and then over here we have we got the old yellow. So when we went live, Adam jumped in, and I was twirling it around, trying not to break all the Legos in this room. And I successfully did not break anything, which is fantastic.
What is people's explanation for when you joke about him and they over-explain? What was he really doing?
I don't know, but I always get in trouble when I play with my lightsaber and somebody just pops me in.
Gotta be careful where you're playing with your lightsaber. Oh, Quick Draw says you can clean your lightsaber as much as you want. And I do have lightsaber envy in this point. I do envy your lightsaber. So guys, last but not least, I don't know if it's like 3 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning for him, but he decided he wanted to join in. God knows why. But guys, it's Ryan Milkey. What's up, dude?
Hello, how you doing? It's only 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
you're early.
Even not better.
It's early.
Yeah. It's 1 o'clock
Even
in the morning.
But I don't have a lightsaber and I don't have the biggest beard on the stream. So yeah. Hey guys. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How's
Fantastic.
everybody else doing? We were talking about NFTs earlier, about this Squid Game drop, possibly one of the most popular NFT drops of all time. So we were talking about that and about different redeemables we have and stuff. I'm not going to give away the Friday video because in anticipation, you can wait for the amazing Squid Game NFTs that I open. It'll be amazing.
To this day, I have still yet to buy a single NFT. None.
That's amazing. I mean, applaud to you. But there hasn't been any that you really wanted yet, right? Oh, no.
I've always said, oh, shit. If it's NFT, I might buy that, but I don't know.
No, if they come out with like a Venom, if they do Marvel and there's a Venom,
yeah,
you're all in. You're all
Carnage,
in.
Venom, The
Yeah.
Office, I'm in.
Office.
Hey, Brad, what's up?
What's up, Brad?
Hey,
Yeah,
Brad.
Brad's like the only one I haven't met in person is Ryan. Yeah, I haven't met Ryan in person yet either.
One day we'll do it.
One day. So I have, as I was swinging around at the beginning, some Patron. So I'm going to take a little shot to cheers the night to anybody who is drinking something. Cheers, brother.
Lucozade, but cheers.
Ryan, what do you got there? Unsweetened tea?
No, it's Lucozade. It's like a sports drink in the UK.
Sports drink? You got anything in there?
No.
No.
All right, Bill. All right, we'll talk off stream about that.
Yeah, they need to.
Blaze, you said you already knew who the guests were. So I was just talking to Blaze. Should be tonight. He goes, yeah, and I already know who the guests are. And I was like, cool.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a secret. It was just like if somebody couldn't make it or whatever. So it didn't matter. It was just to hang out. So that was it.
Blaze texts me. He goes, I think Headless is going to be on with BOP. And I just went, shh. And that was it. And he was like, what's that supposed to mean?
I linked everybody in the live.
I know. But he messaged me. Like, I think he's on there.
I linked everybody in the live. I mean, I may or may not have shot a video before I actually had confirmation of who all was going to be on, which I figured everybody would be on. I don't know.
You know I'm always game.
Yeah, I'm always around.
When BOP invites you to a live, you show up.
You better go.
You
If
show
not,
up.
we're shaving your beard.
No,
You leave your clothes on the whole time.
Oh
You
my
bleep
god!
yourself out. There's no cussing here. Damn it.
Gosh darn it.
No, here's the deal. When we do Wednesday lives, there's an expectation. So we keep it clean and keep it family. And honestly, the last couple times I had a beer or a drink, there was people up in my DMs.
Oh,
So that's why I stopped doing it, or I just drink out of a cup and don't really disclose that I'm drinking anything other than cherry 7-Up. Right?
it's
But
Wednesday.
I led with the disclaimer tonight that this isn't, it's like what I used to do when I didn't do stuff with just Carrie and we'd hang out and talk and there might be a cuss word and there might be liquor and there might be clothing removed, not for me, but there may be. Yes, I should have went later. I don't know. It's Wednesday. I got work tomorrow. I do have to be somewhat responsibility.
Right, but we're halfway to the Browns game at 4:30 on Saturday.
Yeah. I've been I was, like I said when we started, I was wearing my Baltimore hat, so
Oh,
I know. Well, wait, the funny thing was that me and my friends were talking about it the other day, and we honestly believe, even though I want Lamar to win, we honestly think that the Browns are going to win, and this is just the story for Flacco. And as I'm a Washington fan, but also a Baltimore fan, right? Since they started the team and like Ray Lewis and all them, right?
Yeah.
And Flacco, I liked him. I liked him even more when Lamar, because I'm a U of L fan, and Lamar was our quarterback and he went to Baltimore. So now I'm a Baltimore fan, right? Just like I was a Vikings fan for a bit when Teddy Bridgewater went there, right? So I'm pretty excited for Lamar to finally get his due. But if you want to legitimately talk about it, it just seems like one of those stories like Kurt Warner.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the Jets had him on a bench, right? He's sitting there. Rodgers gets hurt. Flacco's now on the Browns, dude. The Jets would have killed it with Flacco.
Yeah, they just didn't know how to use him last year. I mean, dude, Flacco looked so bad last year. I was like, oh my gosh, why is this guy even in the league? And then, 6 weeks ago, the Browns were like, oh, we're signing Flacco because Watson's out for the year. I'm like, what is he going to do?
Yeah.
Like, what? What's happening?
That's what he's going to do. Kill it.
And then we see RG3, who actually he was actually on the Browns very, very briefly a few years ago. And RG3's out there. He's like, oh, I can run that offense. And I'm like, go get RG3. Mr. Skinny Legs. That dude's legs are, oh my God, dude. His legs are about as thick as my pinky. And then they go sign Flacco. I'm like, what is happening now? What are we doing? Like, are we just punting the season? And then you lose the first game, and I'm like, yeah, that's about right. And then all of a sudden, man, just starts throwing 300 yards. We're throwing 3 TDs. Me and my wife we're in Florida. We got to watch 2 Browns games down there. It was awesome, dude. It was absolutely amazing. We're going crazy. People are looking at us like we're nuts. We did see a couple of Browns jerseys though over in Fort Lauderdale, so it was fun. But yeah, man, I'm excited. He was really messed up
in the playoffs.
I know, right? 3 times in the last 24 years. It's unbelievable.
And as a Washington fan, Terry,
yeah,
I feel your pain.
Yeah, I mean, and you guys just fired your coach,
I accept your excitement for this, right? Because it's like that one year that Washington made it into the playoffs and they were 8-8, and you knew they weren't going to do anything. But
didn't they win the division that year? 8-8?
Oh yeah, 8-8. Oh yeah,
that's how crazy it is, man. And that division's good now.
Washington isn't, and RG3 was supposed to be our hope, and then he never was, and so I had a thing against him. And then it's like Washington has gotten some of the best quarterbacks in the league through there, and that's how you know they're going to be stars. If you get fired from Washington, you are going to be the best quarterback in the NFL at one point. They'd reject good players.
It actually, I was really sad that they had to trade Chase Young because that he came from Ohio State. That dude was a complete stud. I love that pick for them. And it's just, that's the thing, man. It's such a quarterback league right now. And
it made no sense. It was like, it's trade deadline. We get rid of everybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you all see where Washington is being sued again to change their name back to the Redskins?
Yeah, the Native Americans want it back. They thought it was a sense of pride. Yeah.
They fought to get it changed. Now they're fighting to get it changed back.
Wow.
That's like
their logo is of an actual Indian chief, and they want to show that off.
Wow.
Right. Just like, because there never was a problem with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
The
Braves.
Or the Florida State Seminoles, who are on Seminole land, and those Seminoles love it and see it as a sense of pride and proper representation, right? That's what made me mad. I was like, we should have kept the Redskins, but just changed the logo to a potato, and everybody would know what would be up, right? But they changed it. I hope they change it back. I really do. I like the uniforms, right?
So for being from Cleveland, we had the Indians. Then we've changed it to the Guardians, which might be the worst name in all of sports. And me and my wife, we have not been to a game since they changed the logo and they changed the name. I can't do it. It's awful. It's the worst. It's got to the first of all. If you're gonna change it to Guardians, which was a stupid decision, they should have went back to Spiders. They could have rebranded. They could have made something really, really cool, like do some silver and black or something with a little bit of red. Instead, they changed it to Guardians. They literally keep the jerseys the exact same colors and style that the Indians were, but they add Guardians instead of Indians. Change it up then. Change it. Don't try to fool people, because that's why I'm so irritated with it.
Quick Draw's like, dang white people. I'm like, yeah, that's who made the decisions to change it. the race of people that's supposed to be offended is like, psst, psst, we're not offended. You know,
Yeah.
we're not offended. Like, it's not us. Did you see?
The world has gotten too soft. That's the point.
Did you see the clip? I was watching the news. The clip of Hunter Biden going to the Republican hearings, and he walked out, and all of the reporters were asking him what kind of crack he likes to smoke, and if he has a personal preference on crack. These reporters are just like, "Hey, Hunter, are you smoking crack now? Hey, Hunter, are you on crack?" I'm like, this is our country right now. I just had to. I thought it was funny.
Tom said it. The world is way too soft.
Yes.
Yep.
Get out of your feelings.
Yeah.
And I like Sean's comment. I mean, that's 100% true. You know, it's the woke community is the ones who pushed it. I mean, that's the problem.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's
woke.
Yeah. Exactly. But some of that's balancing out right now. It's kind of going away.
So I'm a Packers fan, so it really doesn't matter because the Packers are going to win it this year. They're going to have a comeback story. And
What do you think? What do you think about Jordan Love? High five. What do you think about Jordan Love?
I think for his first year, he's done all right. I got to last year. I got to go to a playoff or a preseason game at Arrowhead where the Packers played the Chiefs and everything, and he was doing really good because he was playing the whole time because Rodgers was still the starter. But I think he's done well for his first year, but he has a whole lot of growth to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy when they, at the end of the year, they're like, oh, and here are the quarterbacks who threw for 30 touchdowns. And it's like, it's basically, who was it? It was Prescott. It was only 3. It was Prescott. Oh my gosh, who else was it? I can't remember now. But like Jordan Love was one of those 3. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, the dude had like 7 touchdowns in like 2 weeks in the beginning of the year. And yeah, Jaden Reed is good. I like him. It stinks that Christian Watson can't stay healthy. And, I mean, I'm not a huge Aaron Jones fan. But, man, the dude's just consistent. He's just consistent. It'd be interesting. I wonder if the Packers can give Dallas a run for their money on Sunday. Because
it's going to be tough, but it's –
Oh, no.
I think he froze again.
Did I freeze again?
Yeah, you froze again. You're in a good pose. It's kind of cute,
It'll be a tough game for sure. I've always said that it's Detroit's year this year, but
dude, there's nothing more I would love than a Cleveland-Detroit Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Both two teams have never been to the Super Bowl. Let's do it, man. Like right. I'm all in for that, dude.
Hey, Sean, the Patriots screwed the pooch because they had Malik Cunningham sitting there, and he should have been even whoever the name of the guy who got called up on the Patriots to be the second string quarterback instead of Malik Cunningham. Even he made comments. He was surprised that it was him and not Malik Cunningham. And now Malik's over there on the Ravens and going to be backup for Lamar and going to play, well, they said special teams and some wide receiver and stuff like that. And he'll be a great backup for Lamar because he's really as good as Lamar is. He beat most of Lamar's records in college. Of course, Lamar wasn't there for 5 years like Malik was. But Malik is a really good quarterback. So it's funny they're going to both be there. But it's just recently, I used to really be into football, right? And then I wasn't. And then legitimately, like in November of this year, I went down for that time for my dad for his birthday. And my dad loves football. Every kind of football, dude. College football, high school football, USFL, CF, anything that's football. He's watching it. And he's very knowledgeable about it. And I just kind of got back into it because legitimately I went for his birthday. We spent like 3 days just watching football, like all day. So now I was kind of more into it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to spend that
Duck. Hey, Duck, come here. I'm waiting a second. Come a little closer to the screen, all right? Come a little closer. There you go. All right, Tim. I see your comments. I skip over some of them. Yeah, I'm a fair weather fan. I'm going over to the other side. No. Because you want me to pull up my text messages? I'm gonna call Tim out right now.
Get ready, everybody, because this is how every other Wednesday is going to be.
This is Tim. No, next Wednesday. Yeah, well, there's at least going to be one Wednesday a month. It's going to be like this, right?
Right.
And then one Wednesday a month will be me having interviews, right? And the interviews are going to be with people that are. I'll just tell you. I don't care. The plan is to do a show once a month that I have a wrestler on.
Oh, nice.
Any kind of professional wrestler, whether he's from OVW or the Grindhouse Wrestling School, or even someone bigger than that. Because if anybody's seen that Netflix series,
Al Snow.
Yeah. So I know quite a few of those guys, right? So they're going to come on. Like next week, we're going to have one. His name's Zach. He goes by ZDP. He's actually coming over the house.
Nice.
He's like, it would be way more fun if I just came over and we did it. And I was like, come over. I don't care.
Yep.
Come over the house. We'll do it. But no,
I can definitely hook you up with somebody. I have a buddy who lives in Tennessee, and he does the smaller circuits and stuff. And I can put you in touch with him. I think he'd be a great interview. He actually has his own podcast too. So I know he would love to do something like this. So
I would, dude. That's why I'm putting it out there. If anybody knows any local wrestlers, that's who I want to interview. I like the local wrestlers.
CM Punk's
I can definitely hook you up.
Cool.
What?
CM Punk's my cousin. I got you.
Yeah. So wait, we're back on Duck. Okay, so Duck. Here is Duck, the guy. He's
Dwayne. You want an interview? Yeah, Dwayne
I'm a fair weather fan. I'm a fair weather fan. All it took was me giving Duck my tickets. There's me. There's my tickets to the U of L basketball game. So there, traitor. I told Doug, he's like, I've never been to the Center. And I said, I'll give you my tickets. You can go because I'm live Wednesday nights. And I don't usually go on Wednesdays. I give my tickets to my friends or I sell them. But right now you can't get anything for them. So I gave him to Tim. And he was quick to drive all the way from an hour away and go to the Center and sit through a U of L basketball game. Now, of course, we got beat, but he still went.
No,
I know.
Gary's got a great. Yeah, Gary's got a great way. He
yes,
can come
we need to do that.
No, I don't want to pierce my nipples.
We'll do that 100%.
No. We could do
Gary,
we could do like a tattoo. A good tattoo artist. We could do a tattoo because I need to get a tattoo of the Pokemon Eevee for my granddaughter.
My tattoo artist is in Louisville. I'll set you up with him. He's amazing.
I had a great tattoo artist. He went by Satan, and he was at Twisted Images on Bardstown Road.
Yep.
But he developed the shakes.
Yeah.
So he told me that he didn't want to do it anymore because see, my rule for my leg was he's an artist, right? And a tattoo artist, but he's also an artist. Mm-hmm. I wanted somebody who could actually draw with a marker on my leg the characters I wanted and then tattoo them. No printing out, no copying them verbatim. Yep. I wanted him to have that look. And that's what he was able to provide. And ever since he couldn't tattoo, like 2.5 years now, I haven't got another tattoo.
I got a guy for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd really, because I need somebody I can trust with that. Because
so the guy I'm going to give you, his name is Tony Garrity,
mm-hmm.
and he has either done all of my tattoos or fixed all of my tattoos except for one. So,
hell yeah! Well, no, I'm down.
Yeah, I gotta find out where he's at now because obviously since I've moved to Kentucky, I haven't got tattoos. I've not done a lot since I have need ink therapy, 100%. I need some skin covered up,
dude. I'm fiending to get a tattoo,
dude. I haven't got a tattoo in 5 years.
Wow.
So the last tattoo I got my fleur-de-lis, which is right here. I got it in New Orleans because you're in New Orleans and you're on Bourbon Street and you got 4 fish bowls running around your neck, you're gonna do stupid shit. It just is.
It happens. It happens.
Everyone says, "Hey, let's go get tattoos," and I was like, "Cool." So we go, and I get it, and it's big. I mean, there you go, right there.
Oh yeah.
And
only half top work.
Right. And this tattoo shop is in the back of a beauty salon, which I think is funny as hell. And he does amazing work. And they put that clear bandage over top of it so you can see it and everything like that. Well, when you're drinking, your blood gets really, really thin. So it filled up like I had a pocket of blood sitting right here on my chest. Well, we're flying out back to Kentucky the next day at 5 a.m. And when I go to the airport, I have so much diabetic stuff on me that I can't go through the body scanner. They have to do the PAT search. So I have to go in and say, hey, let's, do the PAT search. And I work at a prison. I PAT search people all the time. I know exactly what's going on. He's describing how he's going to do it. And I was like, cool, just get in there. Do what you got to do. He gets right here. He goes, what you got right here? I was like, oh, that's a big pocket of blood. He's like, okay, we'll just let that go. And I found if you have to get a PAT search at the airport, the best way to make it just go from A to B as fast as possible is when they get around the crotch area, make contact and just go, Works every time. Every time.
I didn't. I got the first tattoo. Wrong arm. First tattoo I got was this one, right? Like me and Carrie as South Park characters, and it says like Beauty and the Beast or whatever. And this one was fine. It didn't hurt because of where it was. I have a very high tolerance for pain, right? And so this didn't hurt, and but it bled like it was a stuck pig. It was horrible.
Right.
Like I ruined sheets. It was horrible. Then I went to get my shin because I have from my knee all the way down to the top of my foot done. And Satan, and Sean, he looks at me and he's like, that hurts, yo. He goes, that ain't like the pain of your arm. You realize it doesn't bleed. It's just going to bruise. He goes, it's going to hurt. And I said, look, I got a high tolerance for pain, and I've waited 37 years because this tattoo is like 4 years, right? 37 years to get a tattoo. So this is where I want that tattoo. So I don't really care how much it hurts or how many sessions we have to do. And we do 5-6 hours at a time. And he'd be like, all right, man, we're just going to quit. I don't care if you say you're fine. That's too long. And it took a long time.
Yeah.
Years. Because I couldn't decide what I wanted.
Yeah.
And he told me if I wanted the Rick and Morty portal. But he said to start with that, we had to do everything that was going to be in the portal first.
Right.
So he said, you understand, the longer you wait to decide what we're going to do, the longer you're just going to have floating shit all over your leg. Right. And I said, I don't care. I want a tattoo. I got pictures on vacation where I just I have little heads all over my leg. See Jeffrey Dahmer. And then finally it came together. And then the hardest part of the situation was getting the fill in of the portal.
Mm-hmm.
That took months, and it hurt because it was so tight and so much. Right. And yeah, it was pretty ugly. But I think I want to get on my calf because on my left leg, I don't have anything yet. I want to get a giant tattoo of Eevee, Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Calf's not
No.
good.
No.
I got one on the wrist from Twin Peaks, and this one hurt. So there's that.
Yeah.
That's one of the logos. That one, I had to tell him to stop a couple times because I'm like, dude, you weren't kidding. That wrist hurts. And then when I got my on this arm, this arm, I got my House Targaryen symbol. That one took like 3.5 hours, and it's all in the underarm is where it really gets you. It's like, oh my god. And then it's the outline is fine, but it's like when they're doing this with the color, it's like, oh my god, you just feel like your arms just getting scraped off.
Yeah. So I have a tattoo right on my sternum. That was the worst one.
That has to hurt. Yeah. There's no
guy that was doing it. He was running the needle too deep, and it got stuck a couple times.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
It was my first tattoo. No, it was my second tattoo. And in fact, it hurt so bad. There were so many times I was like, you gotta stop, bro. Like, it was halfway filled in. He's like, oh, that kind of looks cool. It's like, shut the fuck up. We're doing the rest of it.
I don't think it's. I don't know. My arm never bothered me. My leg did, but we just take breaks.
Yeah.
Like we just, every couple hours we'd go outside and just chill out for a little bit and take some breaks. Because it did. I'm not gonna say like I can't feel pain. Like my hands, right? I know it hurts, but it doesn't just react like that. But I know it's pain. It's like when you're getting a tattoo, if you're just chilling and you're friends with the guy and you can just have a good conversation and he just starts working right, then like it's all good. It kind of doesn't hurt after a little bit. I'm trying to find this one video I saw earlier because Mr. Crispers keeps commenting about these Stanley Cups.
Yeah, they're good everywhere, aren't they?
Crazy for gotta have a Stanley Cup.
Bring a photograph of one at the minute. There's one on eBay going for sale. It's a photograph.
Yeah, I saw Jassy put that up at one point. Yeah. But people are selling them for ridiculous amounts. There's people running duck races for them for a mug.
They keep your water cold for up to 2 days, don't they, or something?
Well, yeah, but so does any other mug that's made with injection molding and foam. It's just the concept of it's like the Yeti came out with it, and people are like, "Wow, look at how long this can keep stuff cold." And then their patent ran out, and then everybody made exactly the same thing because it's not like rockets. It's like it's injection molding, right? It's just the way it works.
Just go to Walmart and get you the Ozark Trail ones. It works just fine.
I've had ones that I've bought that are just as good as the Yeti one I have or whatever like that, right? I mean,
I will tell you though, for a koozie, Frost Buddy is the way to go.
Is it really?
100%. You'll watch every one of my videos for the past year. I've had this koozie in it.
Yeah.
And I love it because it's got an insert, but I drink the 16-ounce cans, so I don't leave the insert in there. But you could hold anything in there, from like the Coors Fat Boys, the skinny cans, bottles, everything, all the way up to a 16-ounce can. And I love this thing. Absolutely 100%.
Well, I'm going to do, I was looking for this for a thing because I watched this guy. He's pretty funny. His name's Matt Mitchell on YouTube. I don't know if you've ever seen his little skits he does and stuff. He's pretty funny. Well, he did a Stanley one today. And, we've already fucked monetization on this one, and I ain't worried about that in the first place. So I want to show this short because everybody's
costing
like,
out of money, boys. We're not going to be allowed.
Oh, yeah. You're costing me 67 cents probably, guys.
Yeah, we're done. We're never going to get asked back.
That's what I'm doing. I'm here for all.
Why don't you think it'll be monetized? It'll be monetized. We didn't swear in the first.
Oh, I've cussed way too many times and showed a.
I don't care.
So
no,
it's all about the first minutes.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know who Matt Mitchell is,
yeah, this dude's hilarious.
Yes, he used to be part of another channel, and then that channel was sold to an MCM, and he kind of got screwed over. So he started doing his own thing, right? This dude's hilarious. But he did this Stanley one today, and I just thought it held true with what was going on.
Oh, 100%. I love this video. I've seen it. It's amazing.
Oh, wait.
I can't believe people are paying $200 for these things. It's unbelievable.
What is this place? Well, look who finally got downgraded. Welcome to the back of the cup cabinet, bro. Is this like cup hell? It's an inevitable fate for every trendy, overpriced cup. Oh, I was supposed to last forever. Oh, Stan the man. She had to fight a lady at Target for me. Wow, that sounds like my neck of the woods. Oh, this is a mistake. I don't belong here. So you think you're better than us? Yes, I'm double wall insulated. Okay, well, same. With a handle. I have a handle. I think. And I'm shiny. Oh, but you've never seen what they do to us on Etsy. Well, I certainly know that I am the most expensive cup that she's ever had. What? All right, who's going to tell her? Tell me what? Hey, somebody get the $300 mug. $300? Where do you even find something like that? Not the dishwasher. Hey, I'm hospital mug. What is this place? Well, look who finally got downgraded. Welcome to the back of the cup cabinet, bro. Is this like cup hell?
Yeah, there you go.
That's funny,
Look
dude.
to the back of the cup cabinet.
Cabinet.
I got 2 of those $300 mugs.
I can't believe it.
No.
I wish I would have known.
But it's
That's
true.
I guess. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, oh my god, it's crazy how the world works. It really is. You know,
No, it's just
every 6 months there's something new. I mean,
yeah. It's just crazy how they go so crazy for a mug. It was like when Yetis first came out, remember?
yeah.
It was like people were fighting to spend $500 on a cooler chest that held 2 6-packs of beer.
Not doing it. Go get you an Ozark Trail. It's good.
Yeah. Or what I bought, which I like quite a bit, is the Arctic brand.
Arctic, yes. Arctic is good brand. Yeah.
Arctic
So
is the same
I
thing.
like pellet grills, and Traeger obviously is the most expensive
Oh,
pellet grill as it goes. I would go to the store and pet them, but I would never ever buy one. Right? I got me a Cuisinart a couple years or last year for like $400. It was on sale at Walmart and everything like that, and it does everything. Well, this year at our company Christmas party, I won the top prize, and I won a Traeger Pro 34.
Dude, that's sick.
It's an amazing grill. I did a pork butt on it like a couple days after buying it. I will say this. They're worth the hype. They really are.
What's the name brand on that?
Traeger.
Oh, Traeger. Okay.
That's like, like Traeger.
I did a pork butt for 12 and a half hours. It set on my smoker, right? I filled up the hopper with the pellets and everything like that. And I think it used like a quarter of the pellets that I put in there. And it had a smoke ring on it like that deep. It was some of the best pulled pork I've ever had in my life. I did it in the middle of winter, which is tough to do on a smoker. 100% worth the hype. If you can get a Traeger, go get a Traeger.
See, and I always was the same way about barbecue because I'm a guy who's barbecuing in the snow, and I was all big on like, you don't need a Weber until I had a Weber.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, I'm the same way because when I bought my Weber, I'm like, this might be the best thing I've ever bought.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, I love it. I love it.
The fact of replaceable parts and how long you have it for. It's well worth it because you're replacing the cheap ones every year, 2 years. You can't find parts for them. So we're on barbecues now, guys, and smokers. I have a pellet one with an electric, like a Smoke Master. You get at Bass Pro Shop, and it does good. I go to Costco and I buy the brisket. I do smoked bologna. I've done some ribs. I like the smoker quite a bit.
Yeah, I just bought 6 racks of ribs, and I'm going to smoke them probably next week. So we're expecting negative 25-degree temperatures, like on Sunday. So I'm going to wait till that gets passed. Probably wait till February or something like that. We got 7 inches of snow the night before last, and freaking negative 25 on Sunday. So I'm going to wait on the.
It's like 33 here right now, and it was snowing a little, but no accumulation. Like the news guy on Fox, because the big deal people were making about snow, he showed a picture somebody sent in with like a pile of snow this big, and it was like, we will survive, and it was just it didn't. But they said that it's supposed to get, Monday, Tuesday, it's going to be 12.
Yeah, Tuesday is supposed to be like 7.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that was my house
more than I have at the minute.
yesterday
39.
morning.
What's it like in Scotland, Ryan?
It's normal. It's just cold. It's just cold, and there's no clouds about, so you just see all the stars every night, But it hasn't snowed yet.
That was driving home the other night. They don't plow out here, evidently.
Huh.
What state are you in again, Big Easy?
Kansas.
Oh, Kansas. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Kansas is still a state. That's pretty cool.
yeah. And there's a YouTuber named Watch JR Go. who is from Kansas, and he was showing the snowstorm on his channel the other day.
Damn,
Oh,
I
heck
really
yeah.
like Kansas not that much. Like, I mean, you guys are like Midwest, right? Or what do you guys consider Kansas? I'm trying to think now. Is it Midwest?
Yeah.
Midwest? Okay. Are you guys above? Like, are you guys north of like where Tennessee is? Are you north of Tennessee?
Yes. So we're
I
like
need-
right on the
I need to
same.
give myself a map.
Yeah, we're on the same level as Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Okay, so okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's-
Kansas
weather is
Kansas
very
one of
similar
those-
here, but the weather patterns change just because where I'm at on the side of the Mississippi.
Gotcha.
Like it'll like the big snowstorm was just looping around us.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
not getting all the way to Kentucky.
Okay. Yeah, Kansas is that one one of those weird states that it's like right in the middle. So like when we travel west, we're
Mhm.
always either dipping below you guys or coming back above you guys.
You gotta
We're
come through, bro. Come through.
Yeah, I
and
know.
The sea of
I know.
cornfields.
Yeah, Kansas is it's a hard state to hit. Like when you travel because it's like
Yeah.
you said, it's right down the middle. You know.
And so a lot of traveling through it is
Yeah,
like
there you go. Yeah.
a whole lot of back roads. Like my mom, the first time she came out here, she goes, I've been on back roads for about an hour and a half, and I think I'm lost. And I was like, nope, you're good. You're fine.
All right, so chat, make sure we have this up, and we're gonna say it's for Ryan's benefit, but it's really for Terry's.
Yes. Yeah, like it's so funny. Like it's seriously like if you look at Ohio, like if we travel to California, like what we'll do is we go straight through like Illinois and Indiana to right down to like Missouri and all that, and
I'll
then
be right
Missouri goes right to Oklahoma. So we're right along that like little top edge there. We go through Texas and New Mexico and Arizona and up to Nevada and then to like San Diego. And yeah, so we're always missing Kansas. And when we come home, if we go up toward Northern California, then we're going Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Nebraska. Like we're always just missing Kansas. So that is probably one state we've never been in. Yeah.
I could be
It's funny,
mistaken, but I think it can fit the whole of the UK in Texas 7 times.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's insanely proportionate to me how big America is.
Yeah.
We drove from Oregon, and we went through like Idaho, Utah, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, and then a little bit of Arkansas, and then back to Kentucky the way they took it.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. Just get in a car and just drive.
But except for Terry, it takes him how much longer in the electric car?
We're not going to talk about that. So look at where Ohio is and look where Florida is.
No, Terry.
Yeah, it's not bad. So we
So
took
he
the
could
electric.
be like, Terry's like, I don't know what to do for content. I don't know what to do for content. I own an electric car. But I don't know what to do for content. Like, come on, man. If my car was a newer one, I'd do content on it.
Dude, it's brutal. I'm going to make a video. It's just, I'm waiting.
How long have you had it? Have you had it a year yet?
So it'll be a year in like 2 weeks.
So you need to do a video about a regular dude who owns the electric car, who does regular stuff that normal people do, travel around, right? After a year of ownership, and talk about the trips you took, and talk about the problems you had with finding charging stations and how you dealt with that.
So, it's funny because it's not really a problem finding a charging station. The problem is that they just need to find a way to so we took it to Florida a couple weeks ago, and my wife was miserable and she was so mad at me. And I said, I'm like, well, you're not going to know until we do it. So from Cleveland to where we were in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale, it's supposed to take around 16 to 17 hours, right around there, right? Depending on how fast you drive. Dude, it took us it was like 28 hours.
Yeah.
So it took us like 12 hours longer, and then you double that. So we traveled a whole nother day because it takes so long to charge it. That's the problem. It's my car is charging at 108 kilowatts, an hour or whatever, or a minute. I don't even know what the hell it is, dude. I'll be honest with you. But it's like on the charger, it says up to 350. And when you see yours charging at 108. So it's a problem with the cars, not the chargers. It's the charging systems. So until they can get these things ironed out where you can charge your car in 10 to 15 minutes, I just can never see how it's
now that the new universal standard is going to be the Tesla charger, right? And
but even the Tesla charger, I heard, doesn't charge you at 350 kilowatts.
No, not all of them do. And
right.
the ones that do get priority to the people who bought the cars.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and I know like back in November before I decided I wanted to try to do this, is that I had an update saying that the charging system was going to charge faster. And I'm like, dude, I'm hitting 108, but I'm a 350 kilowatt charger. I'm hitting 108. So I mean, it's taken it takes half an hour to 45 minutes. And like the one time we had to go charge at a car dealership, well, that charger was not 350, it was like 100, and I'm getting like 60 out of it. So we're sitting there for like an hour and a half, and my wife's like, this is the most ridiculous thing we've ever done. And we're just sitting there, and we got people walking around us looking at new cars and stuff, and we're just sitting there in the car. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm good for a while on this one. But hey, you don't know until you do it. And yes, Dan, if I can have 1.21 gigawatts, we could have made it. Here's
People want to see you go on a Funko Pop hunt until your car battery dies.
see where I can get it.
I just said that's video for me at least, right? I watch a lot of automotive content, and things like that are interesting because there's so many YouTubers who do videos about these vehicles, but the vehicles given to them by the company, like for free, even if they do the ad, right? So then it's like, do you really trust what they're saying? Or they get the best version of it, or they get one that is a little different than what actually is going to be out, right? And then it's like nice to hear from people who are regular people who buy those things, right? And then the experiences they have. Like I have a plug-in hybrid. So I plug it in at home. I get 42 miles pure electric. And then it
kicks over to
gas. So combined, driving it around town, I get about 62 miles a gallon.
Did you get the RAV?
No, I have a Volt, a Chevy Volt. Only because I was going to buy like one of those, like a Prius or something like that. And then I found this really good deal on a Chevy Volt that was legitimately owned by a little old lady that lived up in Indiana. And it had like no miles on it. And I was like, shoot, I could save a bunch of money, not need to make payments, and this would be perfect. Yeah. And it's a great little car, and it does great. I drive 60 miles a day, and pretty much I use about a gallon of gas.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. And
I was about to ask that too, how much gas you actually use. So you're only going to the gas station probably once every couple of weeks, really.
Yeah, it depends on how much I drive, and when it gets colder, my gas mileage is less. Obvious.
That's the same with mine. Yeah.
Right. Like, and if I charge it outside, and I don't have a 240, I only have a 120. But
so you use it right on a plug then.
Yeah, but the thing is like it's only like a 38 to 42 mile charge. So like that doesn't take that long to charge. And it's not like I've driven the car to Florida before. It's fine. It gets like 38 miles a gallon when it doesn't have any battery. That's fine.
What size tank does it have?
It's like 8.3 gallons. So that's what was horrible. I drove to Florida in it, and like I had to stop for gas like every 245 miles.
So like that's like mine because it's fully electric. Like we're like, and that's the thing. It's so weird, dude. Like we're taking off from Ohio and heading down, and I'm stopping like every 160 miles to charge. I'm like, what the heck? But as you get warmer, the battery does better because it doesn't have. We looked it up on the way. I guess when the colder the weather, the more charge it takes to keep just like all the interior stuff warm because it has like all these like different warmers or whatever to keep everything working. It's interesting. I learned a lot about the car. I really did. I would never do it again. I told my wife, I said the furthest I'd take it would probably be Lexington because that's about a 2 charge trip. And a 2 charge trip, it's fine. But anything further than that, it just adds too much time. It just
That's
does.
where, like, I think like a plug-in hybrid, right, is
Yeah.
like the perfect thing, because like I like a hybrid, don't get me wrong, but a
Yeah.
plug-in hybrid is like I can legitimately plug my car in, charge it. Saturday morning, I can go to my buddy Mike's house. I go to Walmart, Target. I can run all around town, get everything I need, come home, still have 6 or 7 miles left, plug the thing in, and then I'm good to go. But if I go to work, it's 31 miles on the way home. The battery depletes, it switches over. Or like today when it's 30 and you start the car says, due to temperatures, we're using the engine.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the big thing. Hot Wheels.
Like I said, I do love it though, because I don't have to go to the gas station ever. Like it's, I've had it for almost a year, and we've taken it to Cincinnati, which is about 2 hours and 45 minutes to 3 hours, depending on traffic. We've taken it to Lexington, which is about 5 hours, and we've taken it to Columbus a couple times actually, and that's a one charge trip. And then we took it to Florida. So beside the Florida trip, everything else was fine for the most part. And day to day, I'm only about 10 miles away from work, so I charge it on a regular basis about once a week.
Yes,
I never go to the gas station, because I'll tell you what, there's nothing I hated worse than going to the gas station after you work an 8.5 hour day or whatever, and it's like the last thing you feel like doing is having to stop before you get home. I hated it, and that right there for me is like a win, because I can just plug it in. So it's kind of cool. But
yeah. Ask you a question: how much is it to charge your vehicle?
Yeah, so at my house or on the road? Because at my house, I don't have to worry about it because my wife pays the electric bill. but she said it's not that much higher. A little bit, I mean, we have a hot tub as well, and she's like, it's between the two of them, it's not that much. But it is funny on the road. It depends, because what they do, the way they get you is they have peak hours at some of these chargers. So a lot of the chargers are at Walmart, right? So the better chargers, but the peak hours are between, I think it was like between 4 and 7. So it's basically right after people get off work, they go charge before they head home. So you have peak hours. And then there's also another set of peak hours, which is like 6 to 8 a.m. So if you're charging in those range, you're going to pay like 78 cents a watt or a kilowatt, versus if you just go in the middle of the day, you can find it between 28 cents and like 48 cents. So it really depends. But like I would say on average, and this is what's crazy, is they want people to do this, right? They want to get away from gas. Well, then you need to make it cheaper than gas, because I guarantee that we pay double the price in electric to get down there and back than we would have in gas.
Well, no, you want to hear
$30 to $50 every time we had a charge.
This year in Kentucky, if you drive an electric car, when you re-register it, you pay $120 extra.
You pay more.
It's $60 to cover road taxes, since you're not buying as much gas.
Yep. That's the other crazy thing, is that you have to pay more for your license plate too in Ohio. It's like $120 instead of paying like 40 or whatever.
It cost me, so my car before this, for driving it cost me about $430 a month for gas to get back and forth to work and what I did, right?
Yeah.
This car, it cost me about $50 a month in gas, if that, and then to charge it each month is like $36.25.
That's not bad.
About $36. But it's not a full electric though. I'm not charging a huge
Right. How often do you charge it? You charge every night?
Yeah, I plug it in every day when I come home. It's depleted when I come home every day.
Yeah, because
It's very rare when it's not depleted, and it manages itself. I mean, and I just plug it in, and then it charges, and then it just maintains. And that way in the morning, I can auto start it, and then it keeps it, gets it warm and everything, and it doesn't kill the battery. But usually the engine's running when it's cold anyway, and it runs fine like that too. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. You don't need any maintenance because it has the regen, right? So they say like the first service you got to do to it's like brakes at 100,000. I mean, I bought it with 31,000. It has like 52 on it. I haven't really done anything. I changed the oil for good measure because I didn't know when they changed it, but it tells you the oil life. So even though you go to the dealership and you go to Valvoline and have the oil changed, and they say you need to be back in 3,500 miles, that's not necessarily true because I didn't drive 3,500 miles on gas.
Right.
So the car,
even my gas car, I wouldn't go. Nowadays, these cars are built so well that you can go 6,000 miles.
Toyotas, they recommend oil changes at every 10,000 miles.
10,000 now.
Yeah, that's when I had the Camry. I had a Camry, and it was like 10,000 miles. You'd come back in 5,000, so they could rotate your tires and check your fluids. And then 10,000 was an oil change. Carrie has a Kia Sorento.
My wife drives a Kia Sorento.
Yeah, my wife loves her car, dude. She loves. I drove so many things, and that's what she has.
I hate that car.
You hate it?
I hate it. We drove that cross country, and I was like, I can't do it again. I'm like, we need to run my car next year.
What year is yours? Yours the new one?
She's got a brand new one. Yeah, dude, there's no pickup. I can't deal with it. And then there's that damn lane thing. And if you go just a little bit, it beeps at you every time. Dude, imagine traveling to cross country and it's all you hear in your sleep. That stupid beeping. I'm like, turn it off.
Well, no, I'll tell you. See, Carrie had before the Sorrento, when Alexis was younger and growing up, we had a Ford Flex Limited, right?
Yeah.
And Carrie loved it, and we drove it to almost 300,000 miles, right?
Wow, okay.
But what started breaking was like the crazy power stuff, the screens, the crazy door handle stuff, and all that. So Carrie's like, my next car, if we need to order it, I want it as basic as it comes. So in 2020, we bought the Kia, and she wanted, like if they had one without power windows, she'd want it, right? So we have the base model, right? And she freaking loves it. She won't get the new one because she likes hers. So I'm like, I told her at that time, I'm like, we either keep it forever or we trade it in now. And she's like, I want to keep it forever because I'm like, this is the D-Day. It's not worth anything after 100K.
Yeah, she used to drive. She drove a Ford Edge for like 7-8 years before that. And I liked the Ford Edge. Like it had good pickup. It was large enough. The Kia is just a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And again, I only really drive it when we do trips, and I just noticed a huge difference this last summer doing our trip versus the previous year with the Edge. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do it again. And that beeping sound is what drives me nuts.
Yeah, so I couldn't. Steve's like 2 thumbs. I don't know. I know some people.
But she does love it. She does.
I've had people who've told me horror stories about Kias, not horror stories about Kias. And I will tell you my experience with Kias. My mother loves the Hyundai Elantras, right? Which all of it's kind of the same deal. My daughter has a Hyundai Elantra, and it's been a great car. My mom loves her cars. I have friends who have Kias, hundreds of thousands of miles, and they love it. I bought a Kia brand new off the lot with 0 miles. It has went to the Kia service center, every service. It has gotten everything that's recommended. The only thing I do myself is brakes, rotors, and tires. And it has been an amazing car. It is started every morning, driven great, gets almost 30 miles a gallon, and I absolutely love it. And so to me, I don't care what anybody else's stories are, if they like them or not. You know, I've known people with Fords that are garbage.
Yep. No, I agree, dude.
You know? Yeah, some of those Kias are fire. I like them a lot. They're starting to ask a lot what their value's going up like Honda did. Definitely.
Yeah, I like Steve. I used to sell Toyotas, and
really?
I love him. Love them, 100%. And it's they're great. but I've also owned a Kia before and everything like that. But if I have the option, I'm going to buy a Toyota, 100%.
I had a 2010 Toyota Camry, and I got it with like 21,000 miles, and I drove it to 246,000 miles. And other than a valve cover gasket and one rear right brake caliper, that was the only actual stuff I needed done to that car other than maintenance, right?
Yeah.
That was it. Rotors, maintenance. But that was for the whole time I drove that car. It never broke, and a caliper broke. And I mean, that was it. And I loved that car. It was a great car. And then after that, I had a Hyundai Jetta, and that was amazing.
If you don't know, back last March, I was in a really, really bad car wreck. And it was I had a Toyota Tundra, and I missed that truck more than anything. It's I'm going to show you pictures here real quick. It's if you had showed me this truck and said, "Hey, what do you think happened to this person?" I would have told you they died.
Exactly.
Right there.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. So that was the front. That's the inside, obviously. The windshield is where my head hit the windshield because I didn't have my seatbelt on.
Oh, bro, you gotta wear your seatbelt. I hate it too, dude.
And you see the top of the steering wheel there where it's just a tad bit flattened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where my ribs hit, and I broke 2 ribs. That's the front bumper, the aluminum bumper.
You said it was a Tundra?
There's the truck.
Yeah.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen all of these, trust.
Yeah. Like, you notice, if you look at the hood there, that's where it ripped up.
What did you hit?
I hit a tree, a fence post, and a concrete culvert.
You wearing your seatbelt now, at least?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, I get it, dude. It's annoying, but I've just kind of...
It's not the fact that it's annoying. It's just I've had buddies that have died because of seatbelts.
Die because of the seatbelt?
Yeah, it was over in Iraq.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, different people, I think, have different opinions. Oh, I need to hold on.
So now it's the Big Easy show, and I'm just going to sit here and you can look at me. Oh, okay, fine. We'll bring everybody back.
I was trying to switch so everybody could see, and then I forgot because I was listening.
It's all good. It's all
chat.
good.
Yeah, it's illegal to not wear a seatbelt here. I happen to have cheater. I have a cheater too, so my car doesn't beat.
I mean, technically, isn't it illegal in the United States not wear a seatbelt? Technically, if you get pulled over,
you can get a ticket for it, but I'll take the $25 ticket.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I've had instances with that. Let me.
You even have to wear them in a taxi in the UK. Like the person sat in a taxi can be charged if you don't have.
Oh, really? Yeah, Uber and Lyft and taxis. I don't think you have to wear it. I would say, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably 50-50 on that. I guess it depends if I'm going on the freeway. If we go on the freeway with an Uber or a Lyft, I'm probably throwing the seatbelt on just to make sure. But like if it's a city driving, I usually don't.
The thing that gets me about that wreck, though, is if you notice, not one single airbag deployed in that whole thing.
It's funny. I was going to ask about that. That's crazy. I don't understand how. That's
insane.
Like how? Like, did you ever question that? Because that is really strange that nothing would have been deployed.
No, I know that I should be dead right now, and I feel very lucky. And I came home and I kissed my wife and I kissed my kids and just happy to be alive. And I will go buy another Tundra when the time comes because that truck probably saved my life. 100%.
Yeah. They're great. They're great. I mean, I was looking at the Priuses, the plug-in ones, and thinking about getting one of those. And then this deal fell upon me.
Yeah.
Right. And I read about it, and one of the YouTubers I watch, once again, the guy who lives in Kansas, John Ross, watch Get JR Go. Check him out. He's probably close to you. He's a cool dude. He does auto stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he he loves the Volts. And, you know, this one just like fell into my lap, and I was like, it's too good to pass up. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but really good. And
Hey, if it works, it works.
Well, my goal was to save money. My disposable income was gone because I was spending all this money on this car.
Right.
And yes, I really wanted the car. It was a nice car, but it just cost me too much money. And I was like, well, me and Gary want to go play slots on a Saturday night. I don't have $200 to blow because this car cost me a fortune.
Right. Oh, have you played pinball yet? I keep seeing all these videos of guys playing pinball in Vegas.
Yeah, I play some pinball. We were watching a few videos downstairs. I really like the Huff and Puff, even though it's like high risk. Carrie doesn't like that. But yeah, I like pinball, man. I always play the old school one. Whenever we go to the casino, I always have a few bucks reserved to play the old school one.
So I don't play slots. I play blackjack and I play poker because I feel in my mind I have more control over that. Last time I went to the casino was the last time I was actually in Kentucky. I was out with my buddies in Lexington, and one guy goes, "Hey, do you want to go to a poker game?" I was like, "Why not? Let's go." I grabbed $400 out of the ATM, and I was like, "This will be plenty for me to buy in." He ends up taking me all the way up to Hollywood Casino, and I'm like, "You motherfucker!" I was like, "You told me you were going to a house game," and poker room was shut down. Like there was no poker going on. I was like, "Well, what do? I go play blackjack, and I'm playing like $10 a hand, $20 a hand, something like that. I ended up walking out of there with like $900.
You can do really well.
Oh my god!
And it's just playing the card.
The odds are in your favor.
Yeah, it's just playing the odds on everything. He goes over and he's playing high roller, fucking $50 a hand, and I was like, "You're dumb. Play $10 a hand. It's good over here. Playing $50 a hand, single deck, so the odds are more in your favor." He was down $1,900 in like 30 minutes.
You ever watch Dana White play some blackjack?
Oh yeah, he played. Dude, I saw him win $1 million on one hand. I was like, "Hey, let's go home because you've lost a whole bunch of money." He goes, "No, one more shoe. I was like, "You're an addict."
Yeah, like, no, dude, you got to end it. Me and Carrie bring a budget. I play a little bit of blackjack, but Carrie just likes playing the video slots with the bonuses, and she keeps it very low, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking, we're betting more than a couple bucks, maybe $3, right? And just have fun. It's like you can go to Dave and Buster's and blow a couple $100 playing video games for tickets, or you can go to the casino and play adult video games.
Yeah,
and possibly hit a grand jackpot of 15,000 sometimes.
Hey, we've hit a few.
I leave my debit card, all my credit cards in the car.
Oh yeah, no, you
never bring those credit cards into the casino.
I only bring the cash that I'm willing to lose.
No, sir.
I wish I had done that at the strip clubs back in the day. But I only bring the cash I was willing to lose.
You live and learn.
Yes, and like I went in with $400 and I walked out with like I think it was $1,200 at the end of the night. So I was like, I'm good.
I was going to try to find that.
And like I said, I don't like playing slots, but when my buddy was in the high roller room, I put $25 into a slot and I did a pull and I lost. And he goes, "Hey, what are you doing over here?" And I was like, "I just put $25 in here and I lost, and I'm not going to do anything else." And he's like, "Put 25 more in, do it again." I was like, "All right, fine." He's a pressure me into it. And I was like, "Fine, here's $25. This is what happens when you play slots." And I pulled the lever and I won $300.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to make myself big real quick. See, this was when we were. Let me, if I can get this actually to focus in. Oh, great! Hold on. Let me see if I turn this light off. Will that help a little bit?
Turn on your monitor, like bright.
Well, it's not even by my monitor.
Oh, so it's just the
brightness down on your phone.
There we go. Yeah. Should I do that, Mary?
Yeah, turn the brightness down on your phone.
Turn down brightness on your phone. Even go more.
It was starting to focus.
It's dang camera. All right, we're giving up.
Is it $500?
Yeah, something like that.
500.
160 some odd bucks.
Yeah, let me figure out how to get us back. Hold on. All right. Yeah, no, it was that Carrie was playing. We were playing one of the Dragon Links in
The
Biloxi.
dragon where you have to fill up the bowls.
Yeah, we had,
or the
we-
pigs. You have
yeah,
to like
we were betting
blow up the
250.
piggy bank and you wait to smash. Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
We were betting 250 and she won 560. And then we were betting $2 and we won 292 on another one.
Nice.
There you go.
We were like, heck yeah! I told Carrie, I said the vacation, our little vacation's paid for.
But
I used Amex points for-
I think Carrie is like, oh no, let's keep playing. We'll play a little bit more.
That's what happened. That's
the way it always works, right?
Well, I had went because we had went for our anniversaries and birthdays, and we had went to the last time we stayed at the Beau Rivage, which is like the is like the same thing as like the Bellagio. Like,
Oh, okay.
you walk into the Beau Rivage, you'd be amazed that you're not in Vegas, right? And then we stayed this time at the IP, and I liked the IP more because the name is funny, but they also, as long as you're in the casino gambling, even if you're not gambling, you can walk up to anywhere and get drinks for free.
Oh,
Like, they just give you drinks for free, and I'm like, well, that's worth worth it right there. I mean, shit.
I wish you could do that in Vegas more. That's my biggest pet peeve with Vegas. Unless you are sitting at a table, but when you sit at slots, dude, it's like I just threw $40 in the slot machine. Can I at least get the $3 beer? Like,
Right.
is it that much to ask? I probably stress out way too much about it. I really do.
You got to hit the button.
Dude, we sit there and you see the server walking around, and I'm like pretending I'm playing. I got my $20 in, and I'm pretending, and I'm like, where does she go?
Yeah, no, you got to go to the bar and play the video poker.
Yeah, you could do it that way too.
So
but
after my first deployment, which was in 2005, that's when the World Series of Poker was huge, and we watched it all the time. And I would play poker, and I found it was Caesars at the time. Now it's Horseshoes, up in Indiana. Every Tuesday they would have a $10 tournament. It's $10 buy-in. You can do a $15 kicker, and there was one rebuy.
Yeah,
and
so they still get $50 from it if you basically
right.
Yeah,
but it's every Tuesday at like 10 in the morning, and I would go play that, and I would win a lot, and I saved up a bunch of money. So I'm thinking in my mind, professional poker player from now on, 100%. That's what my job's going to be.
It's so funny you're saying this.
And I saved up a whole bunch of money. And in 2006, I went to Atlantic City because I was up there trading and everything like that. And we went to, I think it was the Trump. I can't remember what it was. Well, the difference between Indiana and Atlantic City is that the liquor is free in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
And I took full advantage of it. 100%. Well, I started with like $3,000 at a cash table, and I got up to $33,000.
Exactly, you know.
I was playing some cards, and I was like 6 hours into it, and I have 3 buddies with me, and they're like, "Hey, you've won a whole bunch of money. Let's go party." And I was like, "Nah, let's play more. Went all in on a full house. I flopped a full house.
This is gonna be painful.
Yes, 100%. Dude ran out me Turner River quads, beat me for all my money. I was like, you mother. I was drunk. I was way drunk. He throws me a $5 chip and goes, "Hey, have a drink on me." And I threw it back and I was like, "The drinks are free, motherfucker."
Well, see, that's what I liked about Biloxi, because you didn't even need to be playing. You could just walk up to the bar in the hotel, and they just give you free whatever drinks you want. And that pays for itself. I mean, in Vegas, though, it's a lot tougher because you're sitting there and then they order for a bunch of people and they purposely wait.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, am I waiting for my drink? I need to put another 20 in, you know?
Yeah. Well, like, so now on cruises, you can buy the unlimited alcohol package. It's $50 a day per person with your group.
That's actually not a bad deal, though.
No. So if me and my wife went, it would be like $100 a day.
Right.
On a week-long cruise, bro, you lose the money, 100%.
Yeah.
You are 100% going in the negative with me. Sorry for you.
Well, especially if you go by the prices they charge for beer.
Oh yeah, just in beer,
Yeah,
just in beer
like
alone.
$12 a beer.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to call myself out here. I've drank 8 since this live started.
Well, it's a man after my thing because you drink Coors Light, right?
Right.
And that's what my dad, Coors Light in the bottle. That's always what he's drank. He might get fancy and get a 6-pack of Yeeling, or
Whoa, don't get crazy on this.
Yeah, no. You're like, Dad, what's this in the fridge?
Oh, 4.7%. Whoa.
I drank some of that shit you brought me. Most of it tasted like shit. He was like, what was this pineapple one? And I said, it was just, I went to the Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati, and we just raided the
That's
beer
a good
aisle.
place right there.
Yeah. We got all this crazy beer. My dad's like, was it supposed to be good? And I said, I don't know. I bought it for us to try. He's like, it tastes like shit. I'm like, all right, that's a great review. You're going to love this.
So I will drink Coors Light 95% of the time.
Yeah.
I do like bourbon. I like Blanton's, and I like Four Roses single barrel.
Nice.
I won't pay $200 a bottle for Blanton's. Won't do it. But I will pay the $50 for a bottle of Four Roses single.
It's 100% worth it. It's the best.
It's amazing. I love it. But I used to get it for $40, $50, $60 a bottle, and I'm not going to pay these upcharges. But so Four Roses single barrel is my secondary, right? Now, if it's October, though, I'm a pumpkin beeraholic 100%. Pumpkinhead, Sam Adams, or not the Oktoberfest. The pumpkin beer. I love pumpkin beer. 100. I am a basic white girl when it comes to pumpkin in the fall. I'll drink pumpkin beer, pumpkin spice lattes, frozen, hot, don't matter. I wear the Uggs, and I got the vest on and everything, and I'll wear a turtleneck, and I will be the basic white girl when it comes to pumpkin spice.
He's like,
Yep.
Pumpkin spice shit hits.
And I'm doing this.
I have some in my mustache for later.
Yep. I do the same thing with Zima, so.
Not without the Jolly Ranchers, though. Right?
You gotta get the Zima. You take the big swig, and you tell the bartender, "Give me a little hit of that blue carousel." Yeah. Now we're rocking the.
Terry goes to a party and hopes he gets iced.
Oh, I've never got so drunk and so sick at the same time than Zima. Oh man! And then they came out with Zima Gold. Remember
Zima Gold?
Yeah,
dude. We used to play like, what was that? Edward 40 Hands.
Yes.
And dude, and I've had some cheap malt liquor strapped to my hand. And I've never been as sick as like 4 Zimas.
The last time I played Edward 40 Hands, it wasn't me, it was a buddy of mine, and I wrapped those suckers up with duct tape. Like, they were not coming off. And he was so skinny and so small. The coldness of the beer, he was shaking like this halfway through, just like, please, can I just pour these out, cut these out? I'm going to die.
See, our thing, what we used to do, like the company I work for, IT for a furniture company. And back in the day when we were small, we would all have like a big house at High Point where the furniture show was, and we'd all stay there and cook dinner and stuff like that. And there'd be like 15 of us in this big, it was a big house, right? But, and so we do different drinking stuff, right? So the older guys who own the place, they'd have like bartender and a guy come in to cook us food, and we do like rotations of each person picks the drink. But one of the main nights was called shrimp night, right? And Bob, one of the sons, would cook up pounds of shrimp and just butter and garlic, right? Butter and garlic shrimp, delicious, but we had to drink too. And you'd get so sick off of that. And what we do is we all got bottles of Boone's Farm, and we'd have to take the top off and chug the whole bottle. And then once we chugged the whole bottle, then we started eating shrimp. Woo! I've got a CD. Somebody made a mix CD for that night. Every year they'd make a mix CD of the music we listen to. And that year, I think I still have it somewhere. I'll pull it out. But it's the only time I've worked at the same place for 22 years. The only time they ever got a picture of me drunk was we're at this house, and it's on the cover of the Shrimp Night. I'm in my polo, I'm in slacks, and I'm in a hat. My hat's like this, and I'm sleeping on a chaise lounge in the backyard. That's it. That's the only picture work's ever gotten of me because I try to prevent myself. But those boons, and we'd start eating shrimp. Ooh. I remember going out with my daughter in Florida, dude. Her and her friends took me to Pensacola to do the walk of all the bars.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was sleeping on her hammock out in front of her house, throwing up in a bucket. It was so bad. Jello shots, man. Ooh.
Dude, I remember going to Saddle Ridge in Lexington, and Susie was her name. Great, amazing person, but she was selling Jello shots $5 a piece, and they were in syringes this freaking big. And she just shoot that sucker down your throat. Golly. Ugh, Jello shots.
Me and Mike Beatty, I think, he's working tonight, so he's not in here. But him and Erica, his wife, and me and Carrie, we go bowling all the time. It's like our thing, right? People who don't know, we have bowling shoes. We go bowling a lot. And over in Indiana at the old school bowling alley we like, right? Old school, like not like a new one. It's old school. What you think of as their bar, like Friday and Saturday nights, dude, drinks are super cheap, and they got dollar Jello shots. And I'll come packing back to the thing, and Carrie and Erica don't drink. I'll have like 10 Jello shots, right? And you guys know Mike, right?
Right.
And me and Michael sit there, dude. We'll just be throwing back the Jello shots. And then Mike goes up and gets food, and then he comes back. He's got a stack of Jello shots. And that was like that. We just, dude.
I want to go drinking with Mike sometime. I bet that's a fun time.
Next time you're in town, dude, we all got to go bowling, dude. You got to think. This old school bowling alley, they make all the food by hand, right?
Oh, I'm in.
So legitimately, they're like breading the chicken and everything. And people just don't understand until they go. And then they got the bar. It's like $2 beers. It's like shots are $1.
I'm 100% in.
Dude.
I'm crashing on your couch, but I'm in.
Dude, I got one up there for you. You know that. But Jaeger bombs are good too.
Oh, no. I don't. No Jaeger for me.
I don't drink liquor and energy drink anymore.
No, if you want to see Angry Big Easy, give me Jaeger. No one wants that. I promise you.
Yeah, because Jaeger's more of an opiate.
Yeah, I saved Angry Big Easy for all the prisoners, so you don't want to see that.
Oh, so you
remember drinking Jaeger? I don't remember how the night ended. That was the last time I drank it.
Yeah, the last time I drank Jaeger, it was. I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna tell you the story because it was not BOP sensitive. But it was a bad night. It was a very, very, very bad night. Very bad. I will never drink Jaeger ever again. I'll tell you all later.
Ryan finally said something.
Right.
He learned the skill of just speaking over everybody like everybody else does.
I thought he was frozen.
I was just being polite. No, I was listening to everybody.
You don't have to be polite. That's not what it's about. But he did.
I was also trying to find a way in. Like I don't know nothing about the football you were talking about. I never felt less connected to Americans ever when you were talking about football because I'm like, what are they talking about? Who are all these people? But I'm following it. But I wanted to ask if you had back to football. It was strange, but is the Super Bowl the top thing that you guys fight for? You don't have a World Cup.
I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. Right.
Yeah, it's the Vince Lombardi Trophy. That's the Super
Bowl
is the final game. It's the top two teams from either division.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then we have baseball, and that's a whole other trophy, and we have basketball, that's a whole other trophy. We have hockey, that's a whole other trophy. We have the sport called soccer, that's a whole other trophy.
Yeah, but you're bad at that.
Dude, so it's funny. I was trying to I didn't want to interrupt either, but I wanted to talk to you about soccer. So I did a soccer bet earlier. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just like, I was just betting, and I won. It was awesome.
Did you bet on Liverpool?
I did bet on Liverpool.
Well done,
dude. So like I'm watching the game. Like it was on ESPN. I'm driving home, and I was able to watch it on ESPN on my phone. Like it was 0-1, right? Is that how you guys say it?
Yeah, Liverpool were losing. Yeah, so
they were losing, and all of a sudden, I'm like, "There's 2 goals." I had the
2 goals in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I had the over of I had 2.5 or 2.5 goals for over, and it was like 0-1. I'm like, oh my god! And then I see the clock and it's like running up. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what does this mean? Like, how many more minutes do I have left? I don't know.
Went to 90 minutes.
And it's like the app is like telling me, do you want to cash out? I'm like, I don't know how much time is left in the game. How do I know when to cash out? So I'm like, I'm
45 minutes a half.
What'd you say?
45 minutes a half we play.
So it's 90 minutes?
Yeah, 90-minute game.
But then there's penalty.
There's like some extra time or some stuff.
Yeah.
We have extra time. So if the ball goes out for a throw-in or if there's a goal kick or a corner kick, every time that the ball's dead and not in play, the referee is adding up time on his clock. And at the end of the first half,
players even know when the game ends?
When the whistle blows.
When the whistle blows! Just keep playing.
Hey, look,
I didn't know what was going on.
You see what I put on to make Ryan feel better.
There you go. and then I also I did a parlay. I did 2.5 goals, and then I did a parlay. So I did corner kicks. Now I know what a corner kick is. Okay, I know what that is. And I'm looking at the line, and I'm like, man, I don't know, dude. 8 corner kicks in one game is that a thing?
No.
So I went back down, and I'm like, okay, let me do the 6. So I did 6 corner kicks for Liverpool, and the little dot on the app never was highlighted. And I'm like, oh my gosh, am I not going to get 6 corner kicks? But I ended up hitting at some point, and then I'm trying to bet. What was your? It was a 3-thing parlay. I had to hit all 3, so it was 2.5 goals, 6 corner kicks for Liverpool, and then it was shot. So it said there's 2 choices. It said shots on target and shots on goal. Yeah, I had no clue. Like I'm like, if you're shooting at the goal, wouldn't you be shooting at the target? I didn't know what to bet there. So I just did like 15, and I think I did on goal. So what is the difference between shots on target compared to shots on goal?
I would have said if Joe would probably be better answering it in the chat, but I would have said a shot on target would be the goalkeeper saved it.
So if shots on goal would be a shot at the goal, but like maybe
if it
went
hit the
over the
crossbar
net
or the
or
bar
left
or
of the
went
net.
over, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I ended up hitting all 3, and I'm like, because it was like, dude, I'm at work, and I'm like, it's at lunch, and I'm like, what can I bet on? Let's have some fun today. So the game started at 3 my time, and I'm like, let's just let's see what happens. So yeah, I ended up winning like $48. I'm like, okay,
awesome,
cool.
Bro.
Yeah. So then
well done.
Yeah. Then I made 2 NBA bets, and I'm doing okay right now. I'm looking. I need this
It's
guy. I just call him SGA. Oh, here Dino said on target is heading toward the goal, regardless of it being deflected. So shot on goal is saved. Oh, so shot on goal is so I feel like a shot on goal might be. So is it more shot? So what happens if it's? I guess I'm confused because do either one of them count toward each other? Like, so if I shoot it and the goaltender blocks it, does that still count as a shot on goal and a shot on target? Or is it just one or the other? Because that's what I was confused about. I wasn't sure exactly what I was betting there. So
I support Liverpool. We're the best team in the world, and we don't usually miss. So I don't usually have to issues with on target stuff.
Right, Deanna's like, it's too confusing. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'm like looking at these player props, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like, I know what an assist is. And I'm like, how often is there an assist? Like, I mean, there's like 2 goals a game.
The winger crosses the ball over and the striker scores, the winger gets the assist because he passed.
Right, but I'm thinking, but sometimes aren't they just like taking the ball themselves and scoring, so there's no assist? I feel like there's maybe 1 assist a game, if that.
No.
So
I'd say I'd say there's quite a lot of assists in a game. because you're
You think
passing
there's
it
a lot
around.
of assists?
Yeah, you're passing it around each other, and usually somebody will play a player in, and then that player will score, and the player who played will get the assist.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I just know there's not a lot of goals in soccer. That's all I know. And as I saw 2.5, and I was a little nervous with it.
It
Because
depends
like
what
I said, I
games you
left
play.
work, and it was 0-1. And I'm like, oh my God, I might even get 2 goals, let alone 3 goals. And then all of a sudden, like 2 goals in like 3 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, I just won the bet because I hit everything else.
Famous Liverpool game in Istanbul in 2005. We were losing 3-0 half time. We came back to win 4-3 in the second half. It was one of the best football games I'd ever seen. You know, it shows you we had like 9 goals scored that game.
Now, Ryan, do you guys have bowling in the UK?
Yeah, I believe so. I just
Now,
how
many pins do you have to knock down? Like 35 or
no, just 10, bro.
just 10, bro? You have 7 tries to knock down 35.
Ryan's
I
heart.
wanted to tell Ryan that
Bearded struggle.
Louisville, Kentucky is a huge soccer, or for you guys, football town. I mean, we have a female professional soccer team called Racing Louisville, and we have a minor league men's soccer team as well, and an amazing stadium, and it's fun. And when I lived in Ireland from like 89 to 91, I supported Ireland, and I watched World Cup all the time in the park with my friends, man.
Yeah, it's coming to the States real soon.
Who was it? Mick McCarthy.
Mick McCarthy.
Mick McCarthy was the captain of the team when we were supposed to beat Italia, and we lost. Oh, it was the semifinals of the World Cup in '91. I remember that.
Definitely. Joe says Messi or Ronaldo.
Yeah, I follow some soccer, and I go to the games. I think, like, for me now, watching it on TV for me isn't as fun, but going to
tattooed on my skin.
Games are awesome. Well, I want to at least do, like, for the channel members, I'm going to spin and pick one to win some of these Mega Gross minis, and I'm going to pick some for the video. And then we could do whatever. We could tell what's coming up. We could hang. I mean, I don't have really much of a time limit, as you can see. It's not normal Wednesday, so
I promised my wife dinner, so I gotta.
I do need to eat, so
yeah,
that is a thing. So all right. So here we go. What we're gonna do is for the video today. Okay, let me get the comments. There is 41. All right. Let's see. All right, Peter Storch. Do you know him? All right, so Peter Storch. He's a cool dude. What you're going to get is I'm going to go through all these minis and sort them out so nobody gets doubles. And then I'm just going to send you a bag of some of these Mega Gross minis to enjoy. Because I have a lot of them because I opened a lot of them. And the funny part is I opened more in a previous video, but I don't know where they are. So if I find them before I send them, you'll have more. But there's going to be a lot in the bag. And
the
then,
little Funko Mini guys? The Funko Minis?
No,
Who we talking about?
The Mega Gross.
the mini brands.
Mini brands, Mega Gross minis, like the Bug King.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, or like the Rat Pie. Or Off Corn. Yeah, that was the video today. Carrie and I opened these. Like, instead of Doritos, it's like Goritos. It's just funny. And then I got this whole case. And then oh yeah, look at this. And then it has the paper.
Oh, good Lord.
It's the whole set.
Wow.
Thanks to Proud Bird, he's sending me the Funko Poop. I'm missing the Pokemon, and I'm missing the Poop Top. I wonder what it is about Mega Gross minis being funny and everything being related to poop. So, but everything is related to poop. But I need those. I'm gonna finish those, and I'm not gonna buy any more balls. I'll go on eBay because I bought way too many of those balls. And I'm trying to count how many times I can say balls. And then, all right. So now we got the channel member wheel. All right. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the same thing. I'm just going to put a bunch of these Mega Gross minis in a bag and send them to you. So
You get a Mega Gross mystery package.
Yep.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass out. Y'all
I love this music.
better wake up, put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Deanna. Deanna.
Deanna, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, you're just all getting a mixed bag. That's what's happening because I have a lot of them, and I'll pass on the love to you guys. They're pretty cool, by the way. I did kind of get addicted to them unknowingly. Congratulations, guys. I know other people have things to eat. We've been on here for like an hour and a half. Everybody, let everybody know if you have anything to let them know about. Big Easy, do you have anything?
So I am making a commitment in 2024 to make more videos because last year I made like 6, which is not enough. So
That's one every 2 months. That's not bad.
What's that?
That's one every 2 months.
Yeah, but see, when I started, I was doing like 1 every 2 weeks, or 2 a week. Excuse me. But also, please check out Let's Chat with Veterans every Sunday over on Let's Chat with Veterans. This coming week, we have the Grunt Style Week, which, if you don't know, we open up our Grunt Style packages and everything, which we are monthly subscriptions to that. And we started a new thing a couple months into it where every week when we do it, we do a veteran-owned charity / organization, something with that in mind, and we show them off every month. Last week, we were off because everyone had to work. Charles had to work. I will have to work and everything it is. But the week before, we did like the DAV, showing off their website, showing off what they do. Because I picked that one because the DAV absolutely 100% helped me with my disability claim. And so check them out. But every Sunday at 9 p.m. Central, so 10 p.m. Eastern. It's a little bit later, but we go on there, do our Let's Chat with Veterans. And my goal this year for that channel is to boost it into monetization so that we can actually start making money from the troops.
Make sure somebody puts it in the Facebook group.
Christina Payne just put a link.
Yeah, go over and follow them. And guys, when you do your live, somebody put it in the Facebook group. There's a bunch.
Please,
of
it would be amazing.
Are you a member of the Facebook group? Big Easy.
I'm sorry.
Are you a member of the Facebook?
Oh yeah,
group?
yeah. I'll put it in there.
Yeah, go share it, and then I can pin it to the top each week so people know it's coming.
Yeah,
Please
I think we're right now. We are at 332 subscribers.
Nice.
So we are always trying to build that up, but that channel is way more important to me than Big Easy's House of Pops. Like, if I can get Let's Chat with Veterans up to monetization, I could really care less about Big Easy's House of Pops because every penny that we make for that channel goes back into a veterans.
And if you get them monetized, guys, it will be pennies. So
Yep.
make sure get them monetized. It will be pennies.
Yep.
All right. So Ryan, anything coming up for you that's super exciting, brother?
Yeah, I've got some reaction videos coming up for some of the stuff you might not have seen around the Game of Thrones world. So like people that do like these honest movie trailers and stuff like that. I just want to showcase some of those kind of things and have a laugh with that. I've sent a couple of emails out to some companies regarding Comic-Con stuff, and I used AI to help me with that, and I made a video into it about how we're very close to the Terminator days of 2028. I think he arrives. So I'm going to utilize AI before they utilize us. So yeah, I'll show you how to use AI to send an email. I've also got a video coming out where I show people my Game of Thrones NFTs that are in lovely pot protectors that I won from you, Adam, on your, I think it was 30K giveaway, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won them from you, so thank you very much.
Yeah, you got a lot of
those. I've got more travel videos coming up, but I'm working on another channel that I haven't announced yet, and there's already videos live on there, and I've already gaining subscribers, and I'm having fun with it. I've put everything that I've learned from my 2 years of YouTube into this channel, and I'm having lots of fun, so I hope that once people find it and have fun with it, then...
What's the channel?
Do you think I should tell you?
You don't have to share it or not share it. It's up to you, man.
I'll share it backstage. I don't know if it'd be one for a collecting community more so.
Okay.
It's not in that ballpark.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, and guys, if you're not subscribed to Ryan, you should be. He's got lots of great videos about House of Dragons and Star Wars with Terry. He's also got some great videos where he goes to con. There might or might not be him eating chicken nuggets out of a bag in that video. Another great video that we enjoyed, me and Carrie did, where he rode his bike around the entire country. It was great.
It was just a small island in Scotland. It wasn't the entire country, but I'll go with that one.
Now, come on, man. I'm trying to pump it up, right?
Come
on, man. Come on, man. Come on. The whole island, guys. The whole world. You won't believe what he does when he gets to the ocean. Just go check it out. It's not, and it does involve chicken nuggets. All right. And then
he will not keep his shirt on once he gets to the ocean. I'm just saying.
And obviously you'll see more of me and Headless this year when more shows come out and we start talking about it. But yeah, I'm sure Headless will.
Yeah, we got what is it? Yeah, help me out, Ryan. What is it called? What's the video game show coming out? You know more about it than I do. Fallout. Yeah, March. I think it's March 16th. Yeah, we'll be breaking those down. That's for sure.
Well, and and if you guys want to watch a lot of content with two guys who really like Star Wars, trying to justify all of this Star Wars stuff, there you go. I mean, just
come back Sunday. We're doing a live stream exactly on that topic on Sunday night.
Two guys, one Jedi.
Two guys, one Jedi. Hey, I've been watching that new game show, The Floor.
Yeah,
have you seen that? Loving it.
I'm gonna
two guys with a lightsaber. I think that would be a better one.
Did you bring Joe back into it with you, Ryan? There you go. From the same town I live in, Scotland.
So
I mean, that would be that's on a different kind of tube.
Yeah, right.
Two guys, one Jedi. Two guys, one saber.
So, Terry, what you got coming up, brother?
Oh man, I dropped a couple videos already this week. One's on the new Star Wars big news, the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Yes, it's going to be a movie. We're not going to get Mando season 4. It's going to be a feature film. I got some thoughts on that, so that I dropped that yesterday. Let's see. Next video though, me and Ryan are going to be live on Sunday. We're going to be talking about our top 5 best and worst announcements of Star Wars of 2023, and we'll be leading into Fallout, which is the new show based on the video game, and it has one of my favorite actors of all time, Kyle MacLachlan, and he was in. He was the main actor in Twin Peaks, which I have an amazing. I'm not even sure how many parts this is going to be. During the summer, I was lucky enough to go to Seattle, and I was able to basically film a documentary on Twin Peaks. If you've ever seen Twin Peaks, it is from 1989 to 1990, and it's directed by David Lynch. Absolutely amazing. You got to bear with it. It gets crazy, and they rebooted it as a sequel in 2016 on Showtime. And so me and my wife, we had a blast filming and visiting. Like, I can't even tell you how many different filming locations. So I'm currently in the process of still actually editing this because I have so much footage. And so that will be coming out. But yeah, I mean, I just dropped a couple Funko videos. Listen, guys, I mean, you guys know who I am. It's Funko, Star Wars, Game of Thrones. I do some gaming here and there. So I appreciate any support. And I'm going to try to get remonetized here because I got demonetized. I got 12 days away from getting remonetized. So I'm hoping that YouTube is going to be friendly to me. I've done a ton of work on the channel. I've almost I've done a ton of work. Let's just put it that way. So I'm really hoping that everything will be good, and I'm really looking forward to 2024. Like I said, me and Ryan will be doing. Gosh, Ryan, we have so much, dude. We have Fallout. We have a Tales of the Jedi 2 coming out. We have hopefully Acolyte and Skeleton Crew coming out for Star Wars and Disney. And I'll tell you what, dude, I'm hearing really, in Adam, it's funny, I was going to mention this way early in the stream, but Echo just dropped on Disney Plus, the new Marvel show. I'm hearing really, really good things about this.
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be. I'm gonna try to watch it this weekend
Okay.
because all 5 episodes are dropped, and I'm hearing really good things about
Yeah,
it.
it all takes place over one day.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
And,
very
so-
interested to watch that. That's actually something I will watch.
Yep.
I'm not going
And,
to watch.
And Dan, listen, Dan. Like, okay, listen, bro. I first of all, I don't camp in the corner. Right? I only camp in the corner when I'm trying to do the little camel missions. Like, you have to, dude. You can't just go die. So stop. All right, bro.
Adam, what you got coming up on your channel?
Oh, well, once a month we're going to do one of these, and of course I want to have Ryan and Terry and Big Easy all back. So you have a standing invitation every time we do this once a month to come back, and so does anybody else who wants to come on. If Umpty or Greg or anybody else, just let me know. I'll send you the link. This is what we're going to do, one Wednesday a month. So we don't know how long it's going to be. We don't know how many people will be on it, and we don't know exactly what we're going to do. But this is
We just know there's going to be a lot of drinking.
There's going to be
drinking next time.
So the only I got an NFT video coming out on Friday. Carrie and I are going to do a pretty cool pop hunt for our video next week, and then next Wednesday night I have a dear friend of mine that I've been friends with for 20 years named Carolyn. And Carrie likes wrestling to a point. She goes to OVW once a month, some of the pay-per-views, because she knows the people. But she's not that big of a wrestling fan. Well, my friend Carolyn, huge wrestling fan, goes with me to everything, right? She's going to be hosting a little show with me once a month where we're going to get a wrestler to come on.
Nice.
Hang out. Whether they come to the house, whether I do it remote over StreamYard or whatever. The local guys would rather just come over and play video games and hang out for the night, and drink beer. So they'll be over. So next Wednesday, we're going to have a gentleman named Zach. He goes by ZDP. He does NWA, OVW. He's from Grindhouse Wrestling Academy. And he's a really cool dude. And we're going to have him on live at my house with Carolyn. We're going to ask him some questions, but pretty much it's going to be your guys' show to find out what you want about wrestling or him or any kind of other stuff. Hang out, probably drink some beer and hang out.
I love listening to real wrestling stories from the road, like real stories.
Right. I'm interested because some of the stuff I don't know about him, and I want to know things about, how he started out. Did he watch it as a kid? I mean, I think it's going to be interesting because every single wrestler is going to have some kind of different story.
Yep.
And that's what's going to be cool about it. Huh? How big is he? Oh, did Big Easy freeze?
No, I didn't freeze. I just
no, he was playing.
How big is he?
How big is his?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm going to a con in September, Adam, to meet Mick Foley, Trish Stratus, and Rikishi.
Yeah,
those two are going.
Hell yeah, Mick is an awesome dude.
He's an amazing dude.
Dude, I met him he's actually part of OVW now, my local wrestling. He was there on Saturday as the announcer for the Nightmare Rumble, and he's going to be back tomorrow night.
That is one thing I wish I had gone to when I lived in Kentucky was OVW. I never got an opportunity.
It's so great. And also, they just signed. He's been there. Remember Enzo from WWE? Mm-hmm. He's in OVW now, too.
Oh, wow.
Him and EC3 and
EC3.
Max Dane from NWA. They're all there. It's pretty solid stuff. It's fun,
Yeah, Al Snow's done a really good job with that.
Dude, Al's killer, man. He's a great dude. But
he was one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day.
No, dude, there's always people with the heads.
Yeah.
There's always the people with the heads, And then somebody's always like, what do you want? We want.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I promised my wife dinner,
All
so.
Right. No, EC3, from what we can tell, EC3 may be related to Dixie, but they do have different last names in real life. We were talking about that 2 weeks ago. I think she is related to him, but not the same way they said.
It was a gimmick.
It was a gimmick. All right, guys. Big Easy's got to eat dinner. Everybody's got stuff to do. Had a lot of fun tonight. I'll see you next week with the wrestling interview, and Carrie will be back the week after that. And then we'll do this again at some point. Brad's going to be on at the end of the month playing. Brad's coming on live, and we're going to play He's playing ukulele.
Whoa.
Nice. I'll get marshmallows.
I mean, look at this. You just look at all this you got to look forward to.
Right?
Sorry, guys. Peace
See you
out.
later, people.
Everybody have a good night.
Y'all take it easy.
All right. See you guys.